Hello and welcome to the Welborne Out and About series. Today we're here in Dorset to take a deeper delve into our new generation sustainable garden village. Welborne will be a community of 15,000 people where they will live, work and play, consisting of connected, energy-efficient homes and extensive accessible green spaces. And as part of this series, I will be talking to some of the house builders, partners and the Welborne team who are now on site bringing this vision into reality. And today I'm delighted to be joined by Phillip Fry from CG Fry & Son as we talk local quality craftsmanship. Thanks for joining us, Phillip. So, of course, Welborne has a focus on local quality craftsmanship. So it's well worth you sharing with us the story of CG Fry & Son, firstly.
Yeah, certainly. CG Fry & Son, we are a third generation company. The CG is actually my grandfather and the & Son is my father, so I'm not recognised in the title at all. But we've been based here in Littoncini since the 1930s. My grandfather was a cartwright and a carpenter, used to make wagon wheels.
Wow.
And then tractors came along, replaced carts and wagons. So he then started a general building company. He was joined by my father in the 1950s, and then the company has grown from that, and I've been back in the company now for the last 30 years.
You must be very proud of that, I imagine.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's lovely to see how the company's grown, you know, from those small beginnings with my grandfather with 5 employees through to a company now. We turn over £100 million. We employ 200 odd people, but we've still kept our heritage. We still have our joinery workshop, which is where my grandfather started. So that's all part of our growing up as a company, but I really want to keep that sort of traditional and family feel about the company going forward.
Tell us then, Phillip, what piece of the puzzle does CG Fry & Son play in the Welborne story?
Well, it's really exciting for us because it's our first big project. We're building about 200 houses within the first phase of the development, and that will hopefully go on to multiple phases of development going forward. So we'll be one of the main delivery partners at Welborne.
You were green-lit for planning permission in April of this year, 2024. So what's happened since then up until now?
Well, we've been working quietly in the background. We've been getting all our working drawings prepared in order to be able to go forward and construct stuff. We actually hopefully to start on site next month. There's a huge amount of preparation that goes in to actually getting on and delivering those houses. So we've been getting everything ready to move forward on that basis.
Phillip, Welborne is a joint venture partnership underneath Buckland Development. So you've got 3 developers working on houses on the site. What are some of the considerations you need to make, specifically keeping to the Welborne design code?
Well, for us, it's quite a usual circumstance, really, because we've been building on Poundbury, the Duchy of Cornwall land, which is another legacy land development in Dorchester, which is only a few miles down the road for us. So we've worked with 2/3 other builders on that particular project. And you work under the umbrella of the design code. So it's not each developer doing their own thing. It's coordinated by the design code to deliver something that all feels part of that legacy of going forward.
We've seen some of the fantastic drawing rooms upstairs as well. Tell us a little bit about the development and the process from initial design through to manufacture.
Yeah, CG Fry & Son take a pride in trying to design houses that fit into its environs so that they feel like they belong to Hampshire. Yeah, that's how we've grown as a company, that we've nearly done all our developments bespoke so that they feel part of a place. And that's the really good thing about Welborne. That's what Mark Thistlethwaite is trying to achieve in terms of getting a development that feels like it is part of Hampshire. And so, you know, we do a huge amount of research into design and local vernacular so that we can bring that through in our plans and into our construction and how things are delivered.
The team here are working on elements for the Dashwood neighbourhood. Tell us a little bit about some of the details of the identity, and that identity, of course, is going to play through to the identity of the people, I guess.
This particular sector we're working in is an arts and crafts sector. That's the architecture that we're following. Our joinery workshop here gives us that ability to be able to deliver porches and door surrounds and gates and things that have that local feel rather than just buying stuff off of a shelf. We can see historical stuff and help replicate that into our new buildings to make them feel like they belong to an area.
And as we've heard, very much a local man yourself. What are your thoughts on Mark Thistlethwaite's vision and what he's bringing to the Welborne site and the community that is being developed there?
It's fantastic. It's wonderful to be able to work with a landowner that really wants to deliver something important and something that is not the standard house building model that you go forward. Mark believes in the area, believes in doing the right thing. Yeah, he's chosen builders that will help create that and replicate that. So, we're very excited to work alongside him.
Philip, it's great to spend some time with the big boss, but what I'd like to do is look into some of these details of Welborne with some of the team here in the workshop. Could you sort that out for me?
Yeah, certainly. Speak to James Ireland, my joinery shop manager, who's been with the company 35 years, started as an apprentice and has come all the way through to joinery shop manager. So I'll introduce you to James and he can show you some of the detail.
Great stuff. So from one James to another, the manager of the workshop here at CG Fry & Son. What's going on here, James?
Right, so we have got a busy workshop here. In fact, it is a bit quieter than normal, but we've got Martin over here. He's just fitting a brace for a gate that we're doing for Welborne.
Tell me about the capabilities then of your workshop here. What can you actually do and manufacture in this room?
We can make things from gates, porches, door surrounds, kitchens, windows, all little details that would finish the house off, which we can't buy in.
And you can also spray the items here as well,
yes,
I believe.
Yeah, we've got a paint spraying shop, so all our joinery for Welborne will be primed and undercoated just so that it's protected and ready for fitting.
Tell us about the process between design and manufacturing then. I imagine you must have to pull a little bit of the theory into the practice and add some boundaries for what happens.
Yeah, so we work closely with our design department. I do a bit of CAD drawing and that, so there are elements that we do for different porches and things. So in design, they'll quite often go to the town or village where we're going to be doing a project, take photos, and then introduce that into some of the design element of what we make.
Can you tell us some specific examples of how you're staying true to Welborne's sustainability blueprint as well?
So all our joinery timber is FSC stamped anyway. We use on certain things with gates where it's close boarded or porches and door surrounds where they're sort of going down to the ground. We use a timber called a coir, which is a modified timber that we use because we've had trouble with other materials where you get the movement and it fails. So this is like a wonder wood for us for doing this type of joinery. It will last up to 50 years or longer.
Well, we look forward to welcoming you on site soon, James. So thanks for showing us around the workshop.
Thank you.